4 months ago, I shared a YouTube video showing you how I made over $100,000 selling digital products in just 7 months. And it all started with one $7 Canva template that I made on a Saturday morning, right? And so in this video, I want to break it down. Like, what was I selling? Exactly how did I do it? How did I get to this point, going from $0 selling digital products to right now selling digital products full time? Now, I want you to know that I'm sharing my journey, everything that happened for me, how I was able to find success. Your success will always depend on your own individual effort, consistency, and implementation, right? But it makes it so much easier if you can just see what other people have done, what worked well for them, and then use that to create your own six-figure digital product strategy, okay? That's my goal for this video and every video that I put out there. And so we're gonna go for each month. You can see here on my iPad, I've put what I did to get from 0 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 10, 10 to 20, and 20 to 30K, right? And I'm going to share as much as I can in this video. If you've got any questions on stuff that I haven't touched on and I didn't cover, ask me down below and I will make another video for you, okay? So this is a little bit different to my other video. That video was scripted. This is freestyle. I want to make sure that I get everything, and I've got some notes here. So my 0 to 3K, this was my Etsy era, okay? And I talk about this in detail in my story video. Now, what I want to clarify is what I was selling, okay? So I started off selling, let me write it up here. I started off selling self-care journals. These were made in Canva and they were designed so that people could print them out and basically do their own self-care routine, right? And these were specifically at the time for Black women. Okay, self-care journals for Black women. And that was because that is what I needed, a lot of self-care in my corporate job as a Black woman, right? So that's what I started selling. And that is how I made my first $7. And I actually made about $500 from these journals. And it took a while, okay? When I started Etsy the first time, I got it completely wrong. I was selling wall art. That did not sell at all. Then I came back to it a year later because I'm a Capricorn and I just don't know how to give up on anything. I came back to it. I changed my niche to self-care journals because at the time I was into self-care routines, and that is what I published. And I just published lots of design. Like every day I would publish a design. When they finally started taking off, I just made different versions of the same one that was selling, okay? So different colors with different front images, okay? So that was my first product that got me going. Then when that started to die, actually I also added in prayer planners. So this was another thing that I added in. Again, like with my walk with God, this was something that was very close to my heart. And so I added in prayer planners. They also were selling, not loads, but they were selling. Now, when these products started to die off, and they did on Etsy, I switched to something called PLR, okay? Private label rights. Because what I realized is that I didn't really have much selling skills. Like I didn't really know how to sell my self-care journals and my prayer planners. Like I wasn't that good at like understanding Etsy ads. I was very new to it. I wasn't that good at understanding the Etsy algorithm. So I thought, okay, I'm not that good at selling right now, but I'm very good at creating. I was very good in Canva. I had an eye for design, no formal training or anything. I just spent hours doing it. And so, okay, I thought, let me sell my current products as PLR. This means that other people can customize the products and resell it as their own. And I was one of the first that I know of doing good quality PLR. Like these were beautiful products, okay? And so that worked for me for a while. This is how I made my first 16K. Okay, so 16K over 4 months. So this is still in the 0 to 3 because all of these numbers on the left are monthly figures, just so you know. So from 0 to 3K a month, this is what I was doing. I was on Etsy selling planners, then selling PLR planners, okay? Now for my next stage, now this is, I'm still in my 9 to 5. How did I push it up? 3 to 4K. This is when I went into Shopify, okay? So this is when I started to get really disillusioned with Etsy. People were stealing my designs. It just was not cute. The prices were getting cut left, right, and center. And so I was like, okay, I need to now start selling my digital products on another platform. And so I started selling on Shopify as well as Etsy. Now, this is where I ran into a lot of problems. Even though I did increase from 3 to 4K, this took me quite a while because what I massively struggled with was promotion. promotion. I took for granted all of the traffic that Etsy used to bring me without me having to do anything. And now I had to go and find my own customers. So that meant that I had to start marketing. And so where I really struggled in this period, okay, this took me a while to crack, is how do I get people to know about my digital products and find my digital products without burning out on social media? At this time, I was posting on TikTok every single day, okay? And I was making sales, but it just wasn't quite enough. I wanted to quit my job and it wasn't enough. And so I did two things at that point. I started my Pinterest. Now I wasn't super consistent on my Pinterest, but this is when I started. And then I also, like I said, started posting on TikTok. I was at this stage for like a year, by the way. I was posting on TikTok every single day. The sales were just not sailing like I wanted to. And then I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? That's when I decided, right, I'm gonna go all in on Pinterest. And I really started being intentional about my pins, researching keywords, doing all of the things that I teach you on my page about Pinterest. That's when I really got into it. And at the same time, I started doing lives on TikTok. Okay, I started doing TikTok lives 4 times a week sometimes. And the sales started to flood in. There was a day, and I'm gonna put a screenshot if I can find one, when I know I had a $500 day. And I was like, okay, like this is good. This is money that is gonna be life-changing and allow me to quit my 9-to-5. The issue is though, I was also wedding planning and I was totally burned out. So I was going to work all day, okay, and I was trying to film TikToks in my lunch break. Then I was coming home, quickly preparing dinner, and then I was jumping on a TikTok live for 3 hours. I barely spoke to my husband during that time, and we were wedding planning, right? And so I soon realized that that just was not sustainable for me. So I realized that social media could bring in sales. It wasn't sustainable for me, and especially for me as an introvert. Doing lives, even though I enjoy them, takes a lot of energy, okay? So the lives were awful. I hated that I had to rely on the lives. Work-life balance was non-existent. Like I had no work-life balance at this stage, nothing. And then also, the positive thing that I started to realize though is that Pinterest was taking off, okay? So I was finally starting to get some traffic through Pinterest, and that was the thing that I really latched onto. Like, okay, maybe I can stop posting on social media. Maybe I can actually use Pinterest to sell my digital products. And so I took some time off this year. I went and got married, and I had a few months off social media, and I was only pinning on Pinterest because it would only take me a couple of days a month. It was so easy, and I managed to maintain my sales. I actually managed to grow it. So in the end, when I came back to my business after my honeymoon, I was making $4K a month. Now, this is when we get to the start of 2025, okay? So the start of 2025, I came back to my business, and this was the next big shift. I started a YouTube channel. Yes, okay. So I really said to myself, I need to find more ways to sell my digital product. I love Pinterest, but I want to find another way to grow community. Now, Pinterest is going to get you so much traffic, and it was enough for me to maintain 3 to 4K in sales. However, I wanted to build community. I wanted to actually connect with the people that I was making these products for. And by the way, I'm still selling the same type of products, templates, PLR templates, okay? And so when I started my YouTube, that is when I really started to shift into my coaching era. I started to realize that actually I really enjoyed teaching people, okay? Teaching people what I was doing in my digital product business. Also, you need to keep in mind all of the people that say, well, she's just selling her mentorship or she's just selling her courses. What you've got to realize is those products that I started to shift into, which I'm going to talk about, come from my background. I am a marketeer. That's what I did in my 9-to-5. I help brands sell. I help brands make their products desirable. I help brands build marketing plans, and that's exactly what I do here on my YouTube, but just for you guys, okay? So this was another big shift in my business. I started making 6K pretty quickly because I was already making 4. I was able to get monetized, which doesn't really make a dent in this, but I was able to sell a lot more of my digital products through YouTube, okay? And so 5 months in, to my YouTube journey, that's when I got the phone call. That's when I got the call to say, you know what, Rochelle, thank you for all your hard work the last 7 years, this was from my 9-to-5, but we're making some cuts and we think that maybe you want to take voluntary redundancy. So that is what I did. okay? And so it got to May. I was like, damn, we are all in. So how did I move from my 4 to 6K a month, so my 6K to my 10K? I started a Skool community, okay? So now Skool was how I monetized my YouTube traffic. So a lot of you think that the only way to monetize YouTube is through ads. It's not. I obviously used it to sell my digital products, but YouTube has the most impact for me with my Skool community. This is how I've grown all of my members, all of my 300 and something members I have inside my community right now is being grown through YouTube. Now Skool now again completely changed the game, and I then started to now shift from selling more template-based products to coaching, okay? So now I'm selling my experience. And remember, I could only start selling my experience because I'd gone full-time. So I'd literally gone through that transformation of having a side hustle and actually getting it to the point where it can be your full-time income. And then I had also literally grown my Pinterest and started to grow my YouTube. So I could only get to this point when I had the experience. And like I say, 90% of what I teach you on this channel is marketing. That is my bread and butter. That is the career I've had for 15 years. So this is when I moved into coaching and courses, still selling my templates, but mainly selling my coaching. Let me help you travel the same road that I just traveled that took me like 2 years. Let me help you do it faster, okay? Now, the other thing that made the biggest difference with Skool is that instead of having one-off purchases like all of my other products, it meant a monthly reoccurring revenue income, okay? Now, here's what a lot of people don't tell you about being an entrepreneur, selling digital products, making a lot of money online. It is very inconsistent. So if you have a really good month, you might sell a lot of product, but then the next month could be quieter. It could be a seasonal thing. It could just be, just the way it is. Sometimes there isn't an answer for everything. It's just the way it is. And so having Skool, this allowed me to have what we call MRR, which is monthly recurring income. Okay. And that brought me up to the 10K mark initially. It's now a lot more, and I will show you that at the end of the video. But Skool was the biggest game changer here. Okay. I just wanted to come back and add this bit in because I know everybody always wants to see the proof. So just going into my Skool community here, let's show you where we're at. So we're at 10K monthly reoccurring revenue. So that's every single month. That's how much I make from my Skool community. And so when we click on here, you can kind of see the growth. Started it in July, it was making 4. It was 4 for a little while, then 5 for a little while, 6, 7. So you can see it goes up and then, goes down a little bit, but for the most part, this is a really consistent revenue stream. Okay, so now the big jump. How did I go from making 10K a month to 20K a month? And I wasn't actually selling more products, okay? So my journey so far has consisted of me changing my products, changing where I'm selling, adding a community, selling on YouTube, right? Those have been all of the things that really were big growth drivers for me. But for the 10 to 20K mark, would you believe me if I said that it was about cutting back? It was about selling less. And that is because up to this point, I'd been selling lots of different products. And my goal was always, create a new product. And what I wasn't focused on enough was my marketing. Okay, so here is where I really learned that I need to get 100 people to my sales page, so to my landing page where you sell your digital product every single day. Okay, if you want to hit 1K days, that's what you need to do. Okay, when I learned that, that's when I stopped trying to sell all these different products I had and tried my best to really laser focus down on just a few. And so by getting more focused on my marketing and by being more intentional about what I was promoting and literally spending more of my time promoting and not creating, this is how I went from 10 to 20K. Okay, so I'm gonna call this cut the noise. Okay, so because that's what it is. And I know a lot of you are in this place where you've got multiple digital products, so maybe one didn't work at first and then you start selling another one and then you start creating another one. Okay, because you think that's the answer. Surely if I have more products, I will make more sales. It's not though. okay? Because it actually doesn't matter how many products you have. If you can't get enough people to see each of those products, you're going to struggle to make money. Like, you really are. There's no two ways about it, right? So I cut the noise. I focused on getting more people to my product page. And there's a lot of ways that I did that. More YouTube videos, being more intentional in my YouTube videos, talking about my actual offers. So don't be scared of that, please. Don't be scared of like talking about what you actually sell, because what you sell helps people, right? Which is why I should talk about it. I also upped my Pinterest at this point. I brought on a freelancer so I could create even more Pinterest pins. To this point, I haven't really been active on social media. I run ads, which we're going to come on to in a minute, but like I wasn't really active on social media. So that wasn't included. I was literally going all in on Pinterest, YouTube and blogs still, while just being a lot more focused. Now, from 20 to 30K months, okay? What helped me do this? Ads, baby. Okay, ads is how you scale. And the thing is, I was stuck between the 10 and 20K mark for a long time and didn't know how to grow, and knew that I just didn't want to go and start posting 5 times a day on social media. Who knows, that might be the next thing I do to get through to the next level. But right now it is ads, because I realized one thing that you need to realize too. No matter what business you start, no whether it's me you're listening to or someone else, every business requires, it's either time investment, okay, so you're either putting in a lot of your time into the business, which time is money, by the way, or you are putting money in, or you are paying. And so content creation is a bit like that. You can either put time, your own time, into the content. So for this video, I have scripted it, I have got dressed, I've got makeup on, now I am recording it, and then I'm gonna go and spend money to edit it, okay? So even when I'm not running ads, it still requires a commitment. However, with ads, you're literally just paying up front to get your content in front of the right people. Okay, so that is the difference. This is not me saying you must go out and run ads. And you can see how this only grew my business when I got from 20 to 30. Okay, and who knows, maybe I'll spend more in ads to get from 30 to the next stage. What you need to keep in mind though, if you want to do this seriously, if you want to sell digital products, if you really want to walk away from your 9 to 5, you need to hopefully see that in this journey, well, the products that worked were always connected to my story. So at the start, I was struggling with self-care. That's why I did the self-care journal. I had just deepened my walk with the Lord. That is why I started selling prayer journals. I realized that I was better at creating than selling. That's when I started selling PLR planners. And then when you get to the 6 to the 10K month, I started selling coaching and courses, mainly teaching you how to market your digital product, because that is what I had experienced in. Now this channel shares about my journey because this is what I have experience in. And so the key is to sell products that you have your own story and own experience in. It's not about only selling money-making products. It's about selling products that reflect your personal story, because guess what? AI cannot replace that, okay? So this is what I did. What I want to add in here is, let's just do a quick red line. So this is where I quit my 9 to 5. Okay, so everything here, I quit my 9 to 5 life. People like to be like, oh, you were made redundant. Yes, I was laid off, but I could have just applied for another job. That's what most people that are laid off do, right? I was a director level at my agency. I could have just applied for another job, but no, I was like, I'm walking away from this whole thing thanks to digital products. So this is where I was. And also in this period, I also made strategic investments, I guess, into my business. So some things that I invested in was new places to sell, right? So now I sell on a platform called FG Funnels, which is basically the same as Go High Level, just another version of it. This was a big investment in my business. I think it was over $100 a month, but it was worth it and I would never take it back. And also, if you want to get to this point, you need to understand that there are some tools and automations that will help you run your business without you. Okay, you don't have to be doing every single thing, especially when you get into this red zone. This is where you want to go and get help. This is where you want to go and build systems so you can actually have a freedom-based business. I'm about to fly out to Thailand, which is why you see that my hair is a little different. This video is a little bit different. I hope it was helpful in really breaking down how I went from 0 to 30K months selling digital products. Now, if you've listened to this whole thing, you know right now that you need to really focus on getting people people to your product. That is called traffic. That is the only way I was able to break past even the very first cube, okay? Without traffic, I would never have even got past my Etsy era. And so the next video that you're gonna wanna watch on your screen right now breaks down exactly how you can market your digital product without posting on social media all day. So I'll see you there. Bye.